couple seconds. So now we'll just Leah on the end. Keep it like this.
I'm trying to look for it, but nothing shows me that I have been there, and I'm like, wait, it should show me, because I went there with you and with multiple people in that same week, and I loved it. It was like the spot.
Welcome back, friends. How was the day? Did you have good sessions and good lunch and good networking and friendship time? Oh yeah! So I have a challenge for you. I would like for you to think about 3 takeaways from today. So think about 3 takeaways. So was it a class? Was it something that you talked to somebody out in the hallway about? Was it something that you had a conversation over lunch about? But 3 takeaways. And what I would ask is that you share those on social media. And when you share those on social media, please use the hashtags NWiR Day 23 and hashtag NWiR so we can see those, and we would appreciate it. But I got a lot of takeaways. I might have to do several social media posts today. Before we kind of do some extra stuff today, we've got some housekeeping, we've got some awards, we've got some other stuff we want to show you. I'm going to leave the stage here in a minute, so I do want to say something. As the chair of National Women in Roofing, I want to thank you for the time that I got this year. It's been my extreme honor to serve as the chair of National Women in Roofing this year. And I'm glad that we could all be here together today. So at this moment, I would like to bring Anna Anderson up. She's going to talk a little bit about recruitment.
Thanks, Michelle. So each committee does amazing things, and they're changing their world in unique ways. But the recruitment committee has been working incredibly hard the last 12 plus months to create a campaign that you're going to begin to see deploy across a multitude of different channels, from streaming media to also going on broadcast large networks. We are honored to be able to share one very special video of Lorna Rojas and her granddaughter and her daughter as they share what it looks like to go through the roofing process from a small child to Lorna. Woo!
My name is Lorna, and I'm a woman in roofing.
there she is. So she'll be doing autographs later. I want to introduce my friend Terry Dorn. Terry works for the NRCA, but more importantly, she's my friend, and sometimes we talk on the phone on Friday afternoons about politics and association management and life, because I'm in the mountain zone and she's in California, so we can do a fun phone call at 4 o'clock on a Friday and call it work. Which it is work, let me be clear. So Terry works in the Government Relations Department at the NRCA, and she is going to talk to us a little bit about RoofPack and Roofing Day in DC.
Thank you, Ellen. I'm so excited to get to talk to you today. Let me just take it in. This is beyond empowering to see all of you. I'm here to share with you the importance of advocacy on Capitol Hill. So using your voice, just like you showed up today, to tell lawmakers what you need, because they want to hear from you. And I can tell you firsthand, showing up and telling your story when you're making the ask moves the needle. I've spent more than 20 years as both a staffer, if you can picture a little idealistic Terry in 1998 ready to take on Congress, and now as an advocate for our industry on NRCA's government relations team. And all these years later, I can attest to the difference that you can all make. Members of Congress and your state and local legislators, they need to hear from you. We encourage you to join us for Roofing Day in DC, April 18th and 19th. It was conceived by former NRCA CEO and member of Congress himself, Reed Ribble, because he knew the impact the industry would have by showing up in force. And it is the largest advocacy event dedicated solely to advancing the top priorities of our industry with our nation's lawmakers. We make it super easy. All you have to do is sign up, and we take care of setting up your meetings with your representatives, and we prepare you for these meetings. We've worked with our partners throughout the industry and zoned in on the top unifying priorities. And one of them is pushing for increased dollars for career and technical education, increasing access to the training and growing the industry's skill. We're working to elevate the entire industry, and we know everybody always wants to keep learning. And it makes a difference. Over the last few years, we have seen increased funding for Perkins CTE grants, for example. In 1 year alone, we were successful in securing a $52 million increase in funding over the prior year for career and technical education state grants. And thank you to all of you for coming. So check out nrca.net/roofing day to learn more and sign up. And I will tell you, it's not just one day. Email your representative, go and see them in their local office, invite them out to a job site. Seeing you at work gives them an education that you just can't replicate. Just like during the other 364 days of the year, my colleagues and I are working so that your voice is heard. Laying the groundwork, getting in, building relationships with newcomers to Congress, and making sure that they are up to date on what our industry is doing and needs. RoofPack is a political action committee for the NRCA and the industry, and is the only PAC dedicated to supporting the roofing industry's interests in Washington, D.C. RoofPack gives NRCA's government relations team, you can think of it as a microphone, as we convey the top priorities to our nation's lawmakers. We rely on personal funds, and we carefully and strategically support members and candidates who understand how your business is lifting the community. And we're making headway on that. 94% of RoofPack supported candidates on the ballot last election day were elected to their seat in Congress. We are thrilled to partner again this year with NWiR for our fun live auction and reception fundraiser tomorrow night at Gillies, Dallas. It's going to be from 4:30 to 6:30. We have a live auction, and then it's just a chance to network. And we've lowered the price. We have a discount. We're only asking for a $100 contribution for anybody coming from NWiR for this event, and that's down from the normal $175. We're hoping to have our biggest turnout yet. The numbers are looking really good, as you can all see here. I really can't overstate the urgency. Our presence has never been more necessary, and your help has never been more crucial. So if you can visit nrca.net/roofpack, or you can email me at tdorn@nrca.net. I'll be happy to sign you up for tomorrow's event, and I've got some forms here if you want to see me after. We hope you'll come out and have fun while supporting this cause tomorrow. So thank you, Ellen, Michelle, Anna, and everyone for your time.
You know, at Roofing Day, we are going to also have a National Women in Roofing event on April 18th around brunch time. Stay tuned for details for that. I have been advertising registration for Roofing Day in the newsletter for like 3 or 4 months. And I think the most recent article in February, the title was, "Just go ahead and register already." And I'm going to turn this over to Anna Anderson. Anna.
So we are incredibly excited to be able to thank Owens Corning for their support.
At Owens Corning, there are so many women that I would love to highlight. To identify just one person would be very difficult because throughout our organization, we have fantastic women from marketing, sales, IT, operations, science and technology, just great women that are leading the way, that are changing the game, that are challenging our thinking and helping us grow and move forward. They've really impacted the business, they've led through each other, they've led with each other, and a really critical part to our success as a company. So I'm proud that at Owens Corning we've got fantastic women, mentors, sponsors, leaders throughout the organization that are really a key part to our success.
With diversity, equity, and inclusion, we can be creative and innovative. In addition, it allows us to be able to bring our whole self to work, and it also represents our customer base.
I've been so lucky to have mentors throughout my career, both men and women, to help me succeed. At Owens Corning, we prioritize mentorship. We've developed a tool to help our folks internally connect and maximize their success with their mentorships.
In sponsorship with National Women in Roofing, we are honored to continue to push for more opportunities and celebrate women's accomplishments. Our collective passion will make a positive and lasting impact on the roofing industry.
Thank you to SRS.
Well, there's multiple women in the organization that do a great job, but one specifically I'd like to share and talk about is Jalissa Chavez. She started out as a territory manager and has since taken on our Para Latinos segment or group and try to really advance that relationship in the communities that we service. And so Jalissa has really taken this role by storm. She's been a one-person show that has really tried to help us engage and activate that contractor base. And as a result of her activities, we're really pushing a significant amount of sales that we couldn't have done without her. If you're constantly having to fight through an organization without having somebody that's going to pull you through that organization and help support you and help you learn how to be a better leader, how to be a better employee, how to contribute more to the organization, then it's not going to be as a rewarding experience as it could be without that mentorship. So supporting a person like Jalissa Chavez and all of her endeavors and helping clear some of the obstacles and helping her get that Para Latino initiative off the ground would have been a disservice to her as well as that community we're trying to serve. DEI is a big deal to SRS distribution. It's more than just words on a paper. We really do practice what we preach. We have 5 different employee resource groups. We have Zito WISE, which is specifically designed to support women in roofing, Beams, Salute, and Pride. And so those groups are very active. They have executive sponsors within our organization. And so as a result of that, we're starting to see our membership grow. We're starting to see our ability to recruit, retain, and help folks from those different groups accelerate and do better things in our organization. I think it's a no-brainer to be a sponsor for National Women in Roofing, because I think through today's society, half of society are women. Wouldn't be doing the industry service if we didn't try to support the women that are both in the construction industry as well as in the roofing industry. So it's very critical to SRS.
opportunities for women to grow. There are opportunities in management, administration, finance, marketing, field application, field inspection, you name it, we have it, right? And it is an industry that is growing, and we see more and more women entering this industry and providing for their families and advancing their careers. I am a member of the LGBT community, and I am so fortunate that that has not stood in my way in terms of advancement and career and growth, personal growth, business growth. This industry has provided for myself, my family, and also allowed me to do things within my community, and I'm so grateful for that. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is important to me as a person because I believe that it spurs creativity, it spurs collaboration, and it absolutely makes 100% sense to me. And as a diamond sponsor and a founding sponsor of NWiR Roofing, I have to say that Tremco, I'm so proud of the fact that they definitely stand up to the test when it is the walk the walk, talk the talk. Across the organization, absolutely, we have multiple women that are sitting at that VP and executive VP level, and that just makes me extremely proud to be a part of this organization.
Thank you to GAF.
It's so important for GAF to be a sponsor of NWiR Roofing because of the overlap between our values and the values of NWiR, of recruitment, networking, education, and mentoring. I think that GAF's financial support and incredible engagement in NWiR at multiple levels demonstrates that it's so important not only to talk the talk, but to walk the walk. We have employees across the country who are engaged as council members and leaders and who are also involved at the national committee and board level.
I wouldn't be the person I am today without the support of strong women in the industry. Women like Joan Crow and Helene Hardy-Pierce demonstrate how to be thoughtful and kind leaders throughout all of our challenges. Jennifer Keegan is always being my cheerleader and my silent supporter. And then there's Erica Sherman, who is always kind, honest, and the real person with whom I can nerd out with. She's an excellent thought partner and someone who inspires me every day.
So one of the things that I think is really fantastic is that GAF has this history of engaging and fostering DEI opportunities across our organization, and our involvement with NWiR Roofing is just part of that, just one part of many things. So over the past several years, 7 different employee resource groups have launched at GAF, and these groups are volunteer-led and company-supported, and they represent many of the different cultures and communities across our company. As president of our Women Inspiring Sustained Equality Employee Resource Group, I get the pleasure of working with others to create connection and growth opportunities and to help create a more inclusive community to embrace people who may normally feel other.
Use the powerhouse of the room that you're in right now. Just look around you. There are probably 5 or 10 mentors within 20 feet of you right now, possibly. And what a wonderful group. I'm so proud to be an NWiR member. And, speaking for the industry, we need you more than you need us. And the more you stick together and the more you mentor us and teach the industry, the better.
Well, it is my honor to be able to take some time to explain the World Award to everyone. The World Award is an award that recognizes the women, or the woman, that has embraced the pillars of NWiR and taken them to yet another level. And it is not a popularity contest by any means. The councils are encouraged to nominate a deserving recipient. And I can tell you that there are so many individuals who need to also be nominated. So I would encourage you as council leaders to take a moment when those nominations open to look at, do you have a member that fits this criteria? The nominations, as they come in, are then slightly modified to ensure that specific personal information is extracted. That then gives a level bias so that we can look at these ladies And do they truly represent and support the pillars as a whole? The judging panel then votes on each one of the different criteria on a level from 1 to 10. The total of the judging process is then cumulative, and we then have our winner. What's so exciting is that many times the winner is so close, and that just shows what an amazing group of women that we have. You all are taking this industry to yet another level. So it's my honor to welcome Lisa, and she is going to share with us the recipients of the World Award and the Rising Star.
My iPad won't unlock now, so it's going well so far. All right, so to start with, this morning during the keynote, somebody was asked to come up on stage and said it was her worst nightmare, and that I felt that in my soul. So this is not my thing, but as the chair of the World Award Committee, here I am. My bribes to get other people to do this speech did not work. Thanks for nothing, everybody. And I look at my speech and there's so many exclamation points that I am not feeling anymore. Let me get to it. I am excited to be here with everybody. This is such a great group of women, and I can't believe how many women are here now. The women who were nominated for this award are just all amazing. This is not an easy competition. It's not easy to pick a winner for this, because every woman who gets nominated is a superhero. And it is a grueling task. So I want to also thank everybody on the committee with me. We take a lot of time out of our days to really thoroughly read the nominations, and it's not easy. So thank you to everybody on the committee with me. And then also, if you turn to the last 2 pages in your program, you'll see all of the nominees, and all of them deserve a round of applause. So. I even typed in a pause for applause, so thank you for actually applauding. Our winners both stood out just a little bit above the rest. I don't know our Rising Star winner personally, but after reading the very detailed information that was sent in with her nomination, it was very clear how deserving she is of this award. Our 2023 Rising Star winner had, in just a few short years, taken on multiple leadership roles within various facets of her employer's organization, as well as within the roofing community. She was the vice chair of the New Jersey NWiR Council. She was integral in growing the council's membership, adding new sponsors, and planning fun events and volunteering opportunities. She's the incoming chair of an industry academic partnership researching ways to enhance the resiliency of buildings and infrastructure to extreme windstorms. I also don't know why I put so many big words in here. In addition to that chair appointment, she is a leader, a planner, a speaker, and a participant in organizations and events ranging from the Rutgers Society of Women Engineers to GAF's Women Inspiring Sustained Equality. I am told that you can ask her anything about a shingle, any kind of technical question, and she will be able to talk to you for hours about their importance to the infrastructure of a residential roof. And I feel like only women in this room can really truly appreciate how amazing that is and what an accomplishment that is. And it's rare, and I think a few decades ago, would any of us have been able to fathom this and celebrating a woman who can talk extensively about shingles. It blows my mind, so I just think that's amazing. And again, I don't know her, but I do feel a sense of of pride in her and her accomplishments. I also read that she's a pro with a hail gun, which I had to Google that because I didn't know what it was after 18 years at Trumco. But after Googling it, it does appear that she's a total badass. So ultimately, she is a woman who is moving the industry forward and helping to clear a path for others to follow in her footsteps and also achieve greatness in the roofing world. Unfortunately, she is not able to join us today. She's not here. But I am very excited and proud to announce that this year's Rising Star winner is Erica Sherman of GA. All right, and now for our World Award Veteran winner. The 2023 World Award winner is a true role model and has been for me personally, and I can only assume many others in this room. She has worked tirelessly in the roofing industry for almost 30 years, starting in an administrative role and working her way up to becoming the company's general manager. She was once one of only a few women in the roofing world and had to wade her way through lots of adversity head on. Despite those challenges, she pressed on and has made a huge impact on not just her local community, but the Pacific Northwest, NWiR, and the roofing community as a whole. By arranging events and other opportunities for the Oregon Council to get out and meet with other women at career fairs, she's helped spread the word about all the career opportunities out there that are available for women in roofing. This woman now sits on the board of directors for the Western States Roofing Contractors Association. She's a past member of the NWiR Board of Directors, where she was the co-chair of the Community Service Committee, which is where I was lucky enough to have met her. She's also the past chair of the NWiR Oregon Council and the current chair of their community outreach group. A member of NWiR since the very beginning, she's put in so much time and dedication, networking and recruiting, and always offering to take on new roles and help guide the organization. She even introduced NWiR Oregon Council to the Associated Roofing Contractors of Southwest Washington and Oregon, bringing the groups together on community outreach projects and other events. She's a strong woman, and she isn't afraid to speak her mind while also making sure everyone else in the room has a chance to speak. She's a fierce advocate of giving back to the community through volunteerism and philanthropy, constantly looking for the next way she can help someone or aid those in need. Her dedication to her career and her community, however, is not overshadowed by her immense dedication to her family. She's involved and fully present in her family's lives, and with purposeful intention, she achieves a successful work-life balance. This woman truly is an inspiration and a great leader, and I'm very happy to present this year's World Award to Stephanie Baird.
It's not my worst nightmare to be up here, but it's not my favorite thing. Wow, you guys, what an honor. I am truly blessed and grateful to be part of the roofing industry and to be part of this group, and I'm so proud to be one of the founding members. Thank you, Heidi, for reaching out to me several years ago. Thank you so much. I just celebrated 29 years in the roofing industry. And 29 years at Bliss Roofing. So, like my husband likes to say, you do less for murder, right? Yes. Well, you do. It's been a great ride. It's so weird to think about when 30 years ago when I was looking for jobs and stuff. I mean, we had like 3 options. You either got to be a nurse, you got to be a teacher, you got to be an office worker, all which are great jobs, don't get me wrong. But we took an Uber ride here with 5 women that were coming to National Women in Roofing and to IRE. That wouldn't happen 20 years ago. It just wouldn't. So, and I have had a really, really great year, both professionally and personally. And on the professional side, I've received lots of awards. I appreciate it so much. But I just wanted to take a minute to recognize the Oregon Council for everything they do, because without you guys and all of your contributions and collaborations, I wouldn't be recognized for this stuff. So thank you so much. Roofing, we are an aggressive movement, not a feminist one, right? Thank you.
Wow, this is pretty incredible being up here, looking at all these women in this room. Like you said, this is the biggest turnout we've ever had for National Women in Roofing Day. So just give yourselves a round of applause. Actually, I'm going to take a selfie. So I'm here to talk about the council awards and recognition, but first I want to talk about councils in general. If we have any council leaders or current council leaders or past, please stand up. These are the women, and these are the women that give their volunteer time, that created this environment, why we're all here today. Because without you taking the initiative to volunteer and start these councils, we wouldn't be here today. And we just keep spreading the word and spreading the word. The new council leaders, thank you. This is, like you said, this is a working board. Every council board that's created, it's a working board, and we put our labor of love into this to create this environment for women. Women, I say roofing is the common denominator that brings us all together, but at the end of the day, we're all just women that want to help each other and win. I had some notes, because I've heard so much stuff this week that I just wanted to share. Council leadership is an example to lead, right? So you can use that in other parts of your life. If you don't know how to do it, take an initiative. There's so much support and help. I said, I'll start a council in New Jersey. What do I know about it? I didn't even know if I was a woman in roofing because I was an accountant. So I soon found out I was a part of this industry. And you take the initiative and you take the lead to do something for others and help people feel confident in their role in the industry. You're the next leaders. You know, Michelle and Lee and I were in Florida and we're like, where's the above us? Like, there used to be so many Heidi and Jennifer Ford Smith, and there's no more above us, you know? And we want the next leaders and the next generation to just keep growing and learning. We're learning so much from you and all the suggestions, so keep the suggestions coming, because everybody I talk to has great ideas for this organization. And in relation to councils, when you start a council, I know it's hard, we give you a toolkit and we say, here's a bunch of ideas. So we created a recognition, a council recognition, that's gonna kind of be an outline of these are the activities that we want councils to do. So you're not going in going, okay, what do I do now? You know, we want you to check your financials. We want you to have somebody that's looking at your membership, reaching out to lapsed members, finding out, you know, what's going on? Why didn't this person renew? Are they in the industry? You know, we want to engage with our councils. Some areas that there's no councils, hopefully you made some friends when you were at lunch at your regional tables today. Start a council, take the dive. We just love to see the councils up and running. So I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of Gold Star councils
We're gonna get the information out. There'll be a form to submit so that we know your council's active. If we see a council going dormant, we'll have the opportunity to reach out and try to engage it. We just want to keep the councils flourishing because we're bursting out of these rooms. If you saw some of the breakout sessions, we need a bigger boat right now. So I'm hoping to get some regional events, recreate this in your local communities. Could you imagine if there were no restraints to finances and scheduling, how many women would be here today that couldn't? We'd need a stadium to fill. So, I mean, that's what we're shooting for. You're just scratching the surface. So thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed something. Please link into me. I'm a big social media person. I love supporting. You know, I'll be at the reception if you want to talk, change numbers. I'd love to just meet all of you, as many as I can. So thank you.
All right, so wrapping up today, first I wanted to talk about tomorrow. So how many of you are signed up for Books and Brunch? Okay, so I got to the privilege of attending last year, and all I can say is it was a kind of a life-altering experience and moment, and not being dramatic. I highly encourage you to attend. So day 2, we have yoga book club with author Jennifer Miracle Best to discuss the book Divinely Queer, and then we have brunch, so yoga to open up your mind, really a great deep dive discussion, and then a celebration over brunch. So wrapping things up, so tomorrow is Books and Brunch. Tuesday kicks off IRE. We at National Women in Roofing will be at booth 9321. So that's 9321. We would love for you to come by, come talk with us, try and get find ways to get more involved, bring other women with you and introduce them to our association. Tonight for our cocktail reception. Who's gonna stick around for cocktails? Because it's been such a great day, right? Okay, so we have cocktail reception, we've got signature drinks, so you have drink tickets in your badge. And we also have some shopping to go on during our reception, so that way you have a little something else to focus on. And we will see you all at National Women in Roofing Day 2024 in Las Vegas. Thank you.